They say that life in the Sundarbans revolves around two things, the tide and the tigers. We are not the tide, we are the tigers. It was not what we ate that troubled the villagers, because we had been eating very little. It was what we fed to the Manticore. He arrived hungry, and he could never be satisfied. We were gathered in a grove of mangrove trees that I had come to think of as our own. They had been special to me. The villagers called them Sundari trees, but I knew them as looking-glass mangroves. Their exposed roots stood perpendicular to the ground, like curved knife edges, wandering in the shape of little rivers. Secretly, I had begun to name each of them. I named one for my mother and one for the sky. I imagined that they had their own name for me, but they never told me what it was. These mangroves offered a sanctuary I could hide in. I could curl behind the bend of a root blade and stay there for hours, unnoticed. They used to be within my territory, and I loved winding my way along their pale trunks, alone, scratching the bark and rubbing my face against them. They were mine until they weren't anymore. I don't remember when we came together. At first it happened little by little. Brother returned to me, then small one, and then, all at once, there were 5 of us. The water had become saltier, and sometimes I couldn't drink it without retching. Some of the plants were wilting. All of us had been struggling to find prey. I had been looking for deer tracks, but everywhere I went, I was the first to press my feet into the smooth silt. And so we gathered, dry-tongued, listless, and hungry, drawn together for comfort, or something like it. We lay sprawled on a stretch of damp silt a few yards from the bank of a nearby tributary, leaving impressions of our bodies in the earth so that a villager walking through might understand that a tiger had lain here or here. The canopy of the trees filtered the sun and cast a moving pattern of dappled light everywhere I looked. If I narrowed my eyes and tilted my head, I could almost see a small deer or a flying fox. But shadows do nothing for hunger, and we were ravenous. When he came to us, it was dusk, and he was a stranger.